Hello, this is a Plat 4 Gengi VOD review, and the post on this one said it felt like they were taking some fights they shouldn't have, and aim feels clunky, and missing some shots, which is definitely Gengi if you're don't have a lot of practice on them. But we'll go through. Said they also felt like they might have been reverting to their gold mistakes. So we'll see. You can take the Gengi out of gold, but you can't take the gold out the Gengi.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're coming out. That bar is going to be annoying. But this is fine, just doing some poke. Yeah, and don't even look that way because you're just going to get shot in the side, so it's going to have to take some poking out before you can actually go forward, or your Winston's got to go in. But we're going out. Queen reacted. You can just honestly farm the queen because there's no real way to actually get to these guys unless you were already over here, but you can just shoot the queen and she'll have to back up. And now that you did recognize... And we could see some of the clunkiness there, but we'll wait for you to fight some more to make a judgment on it. But yeah, you're in with your team. But yeah, we finally were in a chance where we could actually go in, but I think you were fine just biding your time, being patient there. And that right click on Lively Rue was good.
Coming through.
Oh yeah, aim looks smooth. It might be up closer where you have more trouble aiming, but this is smooth leading, and sometimes you just have to, especially if you go over them. Sometimes the thing on Gengi that you don't have on other characters is this angle where you're looking down at someone. So it just takes practice, maybe even specifically go into the practice range, because you're never going to get this on Soldier or most tanks where you're just looking down. It's such a weird angle, because I think you did throw a shot there. And sometimes you just have to recognize when you double jump it, it lurches your aim and you gotta readjust it. But Queen's feeding, you can get in that Sojourn's face and deflect if you need to. That was a good shot. And the one thing is, you didn't necessarily have to dash. You were already there. The dash would come in handy now as a finisher, but that's more of an ability thing. And Queen's feeding at this point, so it's fine to attack her. Yeah, that seemed fine. Yeah, the other people did come in. Your Winston just fed, but this should be good enough. Good pick. And now here, like, limit how much you just sort of poke now. You're up one, so you can go aggressive. Just choose one of the sides and go. Too much focus on the queen. Before, I was saying she's feeding because her team's here and she's here. So there's no line of sight and no help, but yeah, here this queen is just going to get healed through the Gengi damage and your ship damage, and if you get in their face to right click, you're just going to get shots. So just commit to being a flank character unless their tank really feeds or you need to poke them out or they're blocking the area you need to go to. Then you can poke them out, but in this case she's just standing in the middle of the point. You can bypass her either way pretty easily, so.
It's go time.
Good job recognizing the Moira fade, so you did kind of miss that dash, but yeah. And that dash and that right click, you just have to, whenever there's something that's an ability, or Genji really has a shotgun is what his right click is. Anytime you have something with a really slow rate of fire, it's worth it to take an extra third second to aim, just because you know it's going to be huge damage, like 120. So it's okay if you've got something with a slow rate of fire. Soldier, you just spray, but someone with a shotgun, you do have to just confirm it's good and then shoot. So. Yeah, and I think you're also just missing the right click to melee. I think you're just meleeing first. It should be right click, then melee. And you're basically, the melee's filling the gap between right clicks. And don't put yourself in axe range. You can just, same thing, use your mobility. You can even fight Afara if the map's like this, where you can climb up and get in her face. And then right-click, deflect when she goes to react, and then dash finish her. So you can actually just get good map control, and you can fight the Farah if you get the wall climbs, so. And yeah, that's just not reacting to the danger. That far ult is 100% what you need to be reacting to with a dash or a deflect. Don't look at that Juno. Good finisher. Let's see what happened to the dash. Let me just go back here. Okay, she just fell over. Okay, you didn't get the assist because it had been long enough and your Winston got the final blow. But so I was expecting you to have dash again and then you just flick around, but avoid the queen if possible. Just, you can, especially if with a Winston, you can just go up here, take out the Juno, take out the soldier, and the queen's just left standing there wondering what happens. So limit how much you fight this queen. Yeah, she's in your face. You gotta just, same thing as with the Farl, you gotta recognize the danger and get out of there. Genji is not a really a brawler, so especially not against a tank for a long period of time. So there we go. Now we're going for backline. But you should have just been doing this from the beginning. But yeah, now we're going for the good targets. Yeah, and that dash was just suicide. It would have been hard to actually win out, but that dash should have been on a squishy or the safety or the health pack, but yeah, the main thing is not taking flanks and frontline deflecting versus queen, and also just getting bowled down by the far old and the queen while you weren't watching them. But so you just gotta be a little sneakier as Genji.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The aim hasn't been terrible also to your post. There have been a few whiffs, but and here, we see them all here. You gotta start thinking, okay, how can I get these guys? Because they're all just looking here, and if they see a Genji, it's not that hard to just go, oh, Genji. It's like a 10-degree thing, so you gotta start. Maybe I'll go here, I'll wall climb, I'll come up, stuff like that. or even if your team takes control or your Winston comes up, you can even like do this. You want to eventually just use your mobility to get close, and not be in the front line again, because this is where Queen was wrecking you last time and where Pharah ulted you last time. So positions like these, it's because, I mean, a Queen, especially when you get higher in Plat, they'll start hitting these knives, and then you get your deflect forced and you run away, and then you're not even helping. So yeah, and Reaper's getting in a frontline brawl with you, so I mean you're not, especially because your Winston came up here. If you were here with him, it's so easy. If your Winston's going in, you just do a little chip damage and a dash through, and now you're getting dash resets, so you're missing out on a lot by not actually looking for backline and taking flanks. So. And there, the dash through flick, that's a big part of Gengi, and you just gotta practice it a lot, take the extra third second to make sure when you dash through it's good. Maybe even do specific practice range on bots, like dash through flick, because that's the combo that would save you here. But you missed that right click, so you're pretty much doomed now. And there have been a few times, I was making another point last fight, but where you just right-click instead of, or you melee instead of right-click melee. You might just be hitting all the buttons at once, but you gotta just make sure you're right-click meleeing, because you're just sitting there doing 40 damage when it can be like 150 or 160. Those were good shots. Just pick a target. Yeah, there we go. Face stuff, deflect, and then flick. So, and it wasn't. I noticed it was a little slower than some of your other shots. Instead of just going brr, or it won't let me actually on the replay viewer flick as fast as you were going. But you actually just went through, lined it up, and then bam. So. Good thing to do with a shotgun. Your team just lost a few other fights, but... And use the map. You're getting pathed into this choke point your whole team's having to deal with, which, oh, hello, Iliari. But I mean, you can take up here. You can even do a dash to here and then poke from here. You have a lot of options that your Roadhog doesn't, for example. But you're still taking his pathing, so you're just gonna eat Reaper spam and. Yeah, like, this is 100% preventable. I wasn't tracking Queen ult, to be honest, because I was focused on you, but this is just accidentally preventable if you use Genji's kit and don't just follow your Roadhog.
Mistakes will always precede victory.
We'll see if you do it. Yeah, you can go up, you can go here, and then force out the sojourn, stuff like that, instead of just running up the middle. Good aggressive play. I think you should actually use your dash reset and help, even if you're scared about the Reaper or something. You can do it, play it safe, like dash here and corner peek and stuff like that. Just, it's more important to win the fight than capture the point if it's a 3v3 or 2v2 here.
This is no time to doubt yourself.
But yeah, come on, really. You're going to put in the post, it feels clunky, and then do that. But yeah, that was another smooth headshot. So when you're smoother, the results are better than when you were doing some fast flicking at the start. But yeah, and that's just that's a hard target. A lot of times when you get some kills, your instinct is to keep going, but ulting Moira is definitely a dangerous target to be doing that because you don't have the deflect bailout options. So that was just you sort of overheating and fighting when you didn't have to. Good aim. That should be left clicks. I don't know if you're just having fun, but yeah, that should definitely be left clicks. And it's fine to do that deflect, hoping for a kill, but this is dash 2 that's way too aggressive. At this point, the Reaper could turn around and the Moira's gonna get you again, so yeah, as far as the fight you shouldn't be taking, sometimes it's the dashes, because Genji's honestly with a dash and deflect, he's pretty safe. But if you send a really bad dash, then you are kind of stuck here. So. And you used deflect earlier, so just all signs point to you not staying in and fighting. So, if you don't have the abilities and it's a choke point like this, then just be careful. It's a common thing on control maps when you start winning. People want to go up to this part of the map, but I mean, that's where they have the advantage. You can just hold places like here or the corner and either hold them off or drop down on them. It's just be patient.
This ends now.
And you can send that. It's a 1v1. I mean, it's not like anyone can help the Sojourn. So be confident, send the dash. And it's okay to just hold up here. You don't have to dash at the first thing you see. If you send a dash here, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, well at least he didn't see you and you didn't commit the dash, so this is good pressure. And you used it to finish him off, so yeah, that's good. I like how you saved the dash there. Yeah, and that's fine. You tried to do the right thing and dash out. That was just a really big response from them. Because you were playmaking, but... Good stuff. Reaper used Wraith, so you can actually just jump and go for Reaper. And then, yeah. Okay, good stuff. We're going to round 3. Okay, they're on Hog, Lucio. They're back on the Pharah, which I don't know why they went away from it, but... And there was the right-click melee, so yeah. That dash was dangerous again. Luckily, this Roadhog's not doing anything, but... that dash is definitely an important part of getting out. You should only be using it if you're confident in what you're going for. And that was just to get chip damage on a Lucio, so that's not a... Good job getting out. Now we can send the dash. Okay, good job. And yeah, those were some flicks again. You didn't have to flick aim there. You could have been smooth on him. Smooth aim, so. And I think you would have hit some more shots, so. Good stuff. Yeah, and as far as the clunky aim, your aim is just all over the place, and when you jump it makes it harder, but yeah, just smoother is better. We've seen from the replay when your aim is smoother, you're always doing better. The only thing is if you dash through someone, you obviously have to flick, but
I'm on fire.
go through, take this area, you might get a deflect on a Pharah rocket. So if you can ever set up high ground versus Pharah, that gives you a chance to actually go for her. It's fine to poke out this Roadhog. I would not recommend sending the dash. He's deceptively not killable when he has his resources and he's got his supports behind him. So that had about a 1% chance of actually working. And now your abilities are forcing you gotta kind of give this up, but yeah, just die point or get out. Yep. But I like you taking this top area here. They're just your team's not quite here yet, so they're all gonna focus you. So just be safe with the spam, but keep spamming them. And if that Pharah's got that side locked down, you can always just go to the other flank, and you have these areas. So if you don't want to fight a Moira or a Pharah, you can always just go other flank. Because it's going to be super hard to kill her. Okay, we're doing it now. We got Sojourn. Yeah, and that's just you're full sending it there. It's not like she's actually that low health, and she has her dash. It's just I would have recommended just keep poking or flank around even deeper like this, because you've got this whole area that people don't use that much, but you've got it. You can keep going, and then you don't have to risk it all on a dash in. So, and as far as the fights you don't have to take, yeah, that's another one of them. You could have just kept spamming or kept going with your walk and gone for the deeper flank. That way you don't have to use your dash.
This ends now.
That was good on Sojourn. Oh yeah, we're sending it again. So yeah, these dashes, because look at what's happening. Their whole team can see you. Your team is looking at a wall with you on the other side of it. So you just have to have the awareness of where your team is, where their team is, and it's a dash in from the front. Just because you saw her get half, that doesn't automatically mean it's a good play, because it's a Kiriko. With abilities, as far as we know. We haven't seen them used. I think, yeah. So, I mean, it's either floor Suzu or teleport. So, it's going to be one of the two. And then you're going to look a little dumb and have to deflect and back up. But you can still get hooked in Moira damage, so. Alright, your supports had you. But yeah, this is the good stuff. Come back up here. If you get a deflect on the Pharah, you can kill her. So we're doing the right thing here. Ah, close. Well, that was the risk reward was there. I don't mind you going for that. Mercy's murdering everyone. Alright, huge blade. And be careful about the Pharah. Yeah, if she ever gets on you and she knows where you are and she flies like this, there's not much you can do. So just don't get your abilities forced. Good job backing up. And you can just be chill, be chill. Just hold this area with the health pack. You can go for Mercy, Sojourn. You can literally just play defense and sit here. I don't want to see you go for some crazy dash in on the Moira or anything like we've been seeing. Okay, good. Yeah, you played that really well. The patience was there that time. Good health pack awareness. Good smooth left click. I think we got jerky again on the right clicks, but the smooth left click hidden shots. So you have to realize at this point, if you think you can win this, it helps a lot to do just a quick look back. Where's my team? And they're not here. So I mean, you winning versus Roadhog and Far is basically impossible. Just hold control of the map and poke at them, and wait for your team. Ooh, that dash was so bad. I'm sorry, man. That's the gold coming out. Solid fucking gold. But yeah. Oh, he missed. He missed, thank God. Oh, we're just holding map control. This is fine. But yeah, just be a little more active because we want to find out where they are. If you knew where the Moira is, or you're just maybe just jiggle back and forth like, okay, there's the Sojourn. You need some information so that when you go to retake, you have a target. And you gotta, when you did this, you crossed in front of two people. I just need you to know, sometimes if you see someone half HP, you full send. Someone half HP isn't always enough of a green flag to go. If you gotta cross an open area or they have their abilities, it's not enough. Because you do kind of look silly from like, what the hell is this guy? So I think you just gotta... You chose your side of the map already. You just gotta keep wrapping around or drop down on these guys. You can't just on a whim decide I'm gonna cross the point and go for these other guys. And yeah, just smooth aim.
Into darkness.
I am fully focused.
And you won, good job. So yeah, a lot of it was either you not tanking flanks or you using your dash too aggressively when you could have just walked up to them. Sometimes you dash into unwinnable situations too. And didn't have a way out, especially when your deflect was also down. That's just, you were dashing into plays that had 0% chance of winning. That one time where they were here and you just patiently stood here and played the health pack and kept the Mercy and Sojourn off, that was a really good improvement from you. And when you made some good aggressive plays too, when your team was in or they were low or they used their abilities, that's when you want to run them down, and you did that. You just also mixed in some really bad dashes and engages that if you take those away and flank a little more, then that should definitely help you out. So good luck.